Blast! Come on, how many hands is that?
Do they play sabacc differently in your hometown? Maybe the numbers on this deck go a little too high.
Better ways to spend my time.
Since the game's winding down, think I could borrow you for a minute? I think someone's tampered with the Navicomputer.
Tampered with it? How?
I couldn't begin to guess. Every time I put in a course, it replots it to a planet at the very edge of the Outer Rim. Rishi.
Rishi? The pirate hideout?
So I've heard. It's not that we couldn't make some credits in that type of setting, but I prefer to have a choice in the matter.
Can we fix the thing?
Already done. But someone wants us on that planet. Some kind of subtle job offer?
Or a trap?
Either way, sounds like more fun than another hand of sabacc. Let's find out what Rishi has in store.
Oh, hello. You're from the Red Hulls, aren't you? Welcome to Raiders Cove. Nothing but fellow pirates here. You and your crew don't have to kill or maim or eat anyone, right?
Kill or... what? Eat people? What are you talking about?
It's what you do. Everyone knows. And it's no big deal. I'm sure those people your crew ate on Talaran had it coming. But we're all friends here, right? No need for any massacres or cannibalism here.
As captain of the Red Hulls, I promise no massacres or cannibalism. Definitely no cannibalism.
Oh, that's a relief. After everything Goro was saying about you, I mean, he's the one who said you were coming. He won't shut up about it. Said he really wants to take you on. I'm sure he's just bluffing, though.
Where can I find this Goro person?
The cantina? Probably. He hangs out there a lot. They serve good food there. No need to eat anyone.
Togawa kiku bakili. Kusa mala chikuta, ikosa mose ala chuta.
You must be Goro.
Bampaula kavaji oto.
Easy, Goro. I just cleaned up after your last brawl. Don't do this to me again.
Kafsta undile, jigo hola lukuta.
Who told you that I'm the captain of the Red Hulls?
Akipuna mali tuta or Mishka.
I heard that all pirates are welcome here. You aren't exactly making me feel welcome.
Hili kalia kuka.
This is the worst mess yet. You're not gonna eat him, are you? That's the last thing I need people hearing about my place.
The, Red Hulls only eat people during raids. That's our code.
Okay. Good to hear.
Do you know who told Goro about me?
Kai Zyken. He's an idiot that runs one of the crews here in town. Goro had just come from one of Zyken's Sabak games when he started talking you up. Had to be him. I don't let Zyken or his goons into my place. You'll have to find them out in town somewhere. And watch out for Goro's brother. He's a handful.
Kai Zyken?
Huh? No speak basic. Ni wanna wonga? Neither did Goro, apparently. This is not my day. Hello! Yes, I am indeed Kai Zyken. Though there are probably lots of people with that name. Just saying.
You know why I've come. Nobody messes with the Red Hulls.
Of course! A debt's a debt! And my word is my vow. You don't really need those credits now, do you? As in, now?
I want what I'm owed, Zyken. I'm not leaving without my credits.
See, the problem with me paying you is that I can't. Tell you what, instead of credits, how about I tell you who warned me that you were coming? That's gotta be worth something, right? So you can go after whoever sold you out, and I can stay in one piece?
Go on.
It was a message, so I saved it on my data pad. Yeah! Oh. Great! He put it in the lockbox! It's all yours! Anything else in there too, you just help yourself.
Kai Zyken, greetings. I have important information for you. The Red Hulls may be the galaxy's most bloodthirsty and sadistic pirate crew, and they're heading towards Rishi. I'm sure you remember the debt that you owe the Red Hulls. Quite a few credits. Not something they're likely to forget. My droids are spreading word of their arrival. If you were to do the same, they might be too distracted to come after you. The choice is yours, of course.
Greetings, gentle being. Let me regale you with the tale of the dread Red Hulls and their monstrous, flesh-eating captain. Oh my! You are the monstrous, flesh-eating captain of the Red Hulls! What a singular pleasure to meet you!
Who programmed you to say these things about me?
I'd be happy to tell you. Very eager to meet you, after all. Big fans. You can find them at these coordinates. But do be careful. After your magnificent duel with Goro, there may be others out for revenge. Excuse me, you there? Have you heard of the dread Red Hulls and their monstrous flesh-eating captain?
Simiklodra kinduk. Apsua spido. Simiklodra kinduk.
You're Goro's brother? How does that work?
Oding regakau tuk. Oding's leynau kima. Logfurum skyo maktelim. Kulgar. Gola. Timon stebodrar. Daugai. Daino to ubu savu. Daino to ubu shapu.
Hey there.
Theron, Lana, you're the ones behind all of this?
Guilty as charged. Sorry if we put you out, but we had to be cautious.
The Revenites have gone to increasingly severe lengths to hunt us down since we destroyed their operations on Rakata Prime.
We had to get you here to help us without leaving a trail. Sorry we couldn't be more direct.
I'm sure you wouldn't have done all of this without a good reason. What have you found?
We need to go after the pirates that run things on Rishi, the Nova Blades. They butcher entire starship crews and enslave anyone on Rishi who stands up to them. And now we've learned that they're working with the Revenites.
The Nova Blades are being sent to attack trade lanes in very specific areas. They've gradually remapped quite a bit of stellar traffic. It's all very strange.
Revenites teaming up with pirates isn't any weirder than our little group. A smuggler, a spy, and a Sith Lord. Sounds like the setup for a good joke, actually.
Circumstance alone brought us together. The Revenites chose their allies very specifically. We must learn why.
We need to shake the Nova Blades down, find out what they know. Their computers could tell us everything. But a direct attack on the Blades base now might make the Revenites suspicious. We need to hide our real motives.
So that's why you told everyone I'm a pirate. When I attack them, it'll look like a fight between gangs instead of a targeted move.
Exactly. Now, before we send you for the main event, we should hit a few other Nova Blade holdings to solidify the cover story.
The Blades have a supply cache hidden nearby. Once the Red Holes have destroyed it, word should spread quickly. We have some mutual friends who are excited to help with the task. They'll meet you in the field to settle the details.
Jacaro and C2D4?
The very same.
While you're hitting the supply cache, we'll keep spreading the word about your grudge and see if we can find any other targets. Sound good?
I'll get out there right away.
Good luck.
Must you complain so loudly, Master? There could be ruthless pirates or hungry wildlife all around us, hearing us, smelling us.
You should watch out for cannibals, too. Apparently that's actually a problem around here.
Well, I think I'm safe on that account at least. Hopefully.
Theron and Lana said you'd have a plan.
You mean we don't have to go charging in face first this time? We're staying in the ship? Oh, thank you, Master, thank you. Oh, yes. Please make sure it's clear that this was the work of the Red Holes. We need to keep up appearances, after all.
Sure thing. You two ready?
It's like a war zone, Commodore. We're gonna lose everything if we don't airlift what's left to the slave camp.
And we're not backing down just because some upstart crew thinks they got what it takes to break us. Buckle down, be a Nova Blade, and kill whoever's messing with us.
But Commodore Marcock...
Go tell the Commodore and the rest of the Blades that the Red Hulls are in charge now.
Heard stories about you. Dropped Goro. Put a fright into that weasel Zykin. I took down a dozen contenders to get this post. I ain't even a little bit scared of you.
I was hoping you'd pick that one.
Hey there. I don't know if you guys have heard, but the Red Hulls just completely trashed a Nova Blade supply cache. I understand the main suspect is being described as skilled and extremely attractive.
Nice work.
I believe one more assault on the Nova Blades holdings should be enough to solidify our pirate feud and disguise our true goal.
One of the Blades mentioned a slave camp. Do you know anything about it?
We do. You remember me saying that the Nova Blades basically run things around here? For the most part, they're pretty hands-off. But if someone stands up to them or fails to pay their fees to live here, the Blades grab them and ship them off to the slave camp.
The slaves are a substantial part of the Nova Blades' income, both through their labor in hazardous mines and as merchandise for off-world slave traders. According to our information, the slaves are kept on a remote island under heavy guard. Do you think you can manage to free them?
No one should have to suffer in slavery. I'll take care of it.
Since we don't know the island's exact coordinates, your best bet is to stow away in one of the shipping containers the Nova Blades take out there. Once you reach the slave camp, you can catch them by surprise, break up the security, and free as many as possible.
Certainly nothing a daring star pilot can't handle, yes?
Jacaro, I have a pickup for you.
C2D4 here.
We have your coordinates and are on our way.
Been mining exonium for the blades every day for 2 years. All to pay off a lousy $3,000 I owed. And I ain't the only one.
You're free to do what you want now.
Yeah, and we had a talk about that. Even in this place, we hear stuff. About your gang, the way you've been making life ugly for the blades. We want to be a part of that.
You want to work for me?
Hey, we're good at a whole lot of stuff. Tell you what, get in touch with a pal of mine in Raiders Cove. Harlow Ricks. Check in with Ricks from time to time, tell him what you want us to do, and we'll do it. Simple as that. You get nice and close to Margok. You give him one for me, alright?
I got the slaves off of the island.
We heard. Word of your raids is going around fast. Even the Revenites have heard about the Great Red Hulls.
We just intercepted this transmission from the Nova Blades headquarters.
This is ridiculous. How am I supposed to hold up our part of the deal if you won't give us any backup when we're in trouble?
Then perhaps we should seek other allies. I'm sure there are other crews on this planet who are capable of managing their own affairs.
Hey, we've done our share. You wanted the shipping lanes raided, we raided them. You wanted stragglers picked off from the big battles, we did it.
And your clumsiness cost us our Mandalorian allies.
Torching her crew of old fossils? We're better off without them.
And I'm beginning to think we're better off without you. Deal with your own problems, if you want to prove otherwise.
We have Revan and his followers fooled. We better move quickly. If they cut the Nova Blades out, there may not be any information left to recover.
I agree. Speed is essential now.
The Nova Blades are based out of an old crashed warship, the Aggressor. You've probably seen it off in the distance. You need to hit them hard. Make it look like the goal is to completely crush them, so nobody notices when we raid their computer cores for intel.
Chikaro is refueling his ship as we speak. While you approach the Aggressor, you can use your target designator to call for his assistance, just like before.
Sounds like fun. I'll get in touch when I hit the Aggressor, so you can start putting together a victory party at the cantina.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Good luck. Good work.
You really are insane. Coming after us here? Should have stuck with picking on tourists in the Outer Rim.
You've sold your last slaves. The Nova Blades are finished.
We'll see. The Nova Blades founded Raiders Cove. We've been here long before you, and we'll still be here long after.
I can get the doors open, but it looks like the Nova Blades have their own slicers on staff, so I can't get any real data.
I'll take care of them.
Good luck.
This is my ship. Think you can just walk on in and be left alive?
I'm in. There are dozens of comm logs in here, hundreds. Sent to people all over the galaxy. Coruscant, Droman Kos, Corellia. The names are all encoded, but breaking through that is only a matter of time. I'm gonna get started right away. Great work.
You should hurry back. Despite what we overheard earlier, the Revenites could show up at any moment to try and help their allies. Besides, I think we've earned a bit of a celebration.
And you said planning a party would be getting ahead of ourselves.
Do forgive my basic sense of caution. Welcome back. You've achieved more in your short time here than we ever thought possible. You should be proud.
I'm usually pretty modest, but just this once, I'll admit it. I am the most amazing person alive.
I also said we should stop for decorations on the way. Now the party's terrible, and it's our fault as much as theirs.
Hey, Slicing the Nova Blade files is slow going, but I've already found more references to this Torch person that Margok and Revan were talking about. She definitely heads up a group of Mandalorians based here on Rishi. They were allied with the Revanites, but then broke ties. And not on good terms. If we can find Torch and get her talking, she might give us some good intel. Maybe even help us take the Revanites on.
These people kill for credits. They're more trouble than they're worth.
I think that's a risk worth taking, don't you? Otherwise, we're just sitting around here waiting for the computer to finish. It looks like Torch and her crew control their own island not far from here. Think you could head over and see what she has to say?
This is gonna end badly. Wait and see.
I'm sure you can handle one aging crew of Mandalorians.
Well, if it isn't the Void Hound herself. You know there's a Republic representative to Port Nowhere now? It's almost like you cleaned up the place.
Beryl Thorne. How long's it been? Since Quesh?
Let's not talk about Quesh. I still have a rash from the fumes. Look, I saw you were on Rishi and thought I'd run something past you. An opportunity's come up. How would you like to make a fortune together?
Been a while since I had an offer like that. You know I'm in.
Good. Because I'm out of crew, and this is a 2-person job, minimum. Swing by my ship and we'll talk. Barrel out.
Captain?
Beryl? So, what have you been up to?
Got offered a privateer contract like you. Turned it down. Not my thing. But I was flying war supplies for a while. Then the Senate passed a bill saying persons with a criminal record can't fly war supplies. So it's been rough since then.
Where's your droid? Argo?
Lost him escaping Nar Shaddaa when the Hutt cartel infighting started. Like I said, it's been rough. What about you? Heard rumors you've been busy.
Somehow I've ended up a troubleshooter for the Chancellor and the SIS. After the Void Wolf, I was on Ilum, Makeb, Tython. They say the Republic would collapse without me.
You're good, but I think someone's feeding your ego. Anyway, on to business. You ever heard of Garblack the Hutt?
Rings a distant bell.
Former businessman, retired to a moon of Hofsko about a decade back. Pretty sedate taste for a Hutt, likes to avoid trouble. Now with the Cartel Republic Alliance, he's terrified of being caught in the crossfire. So, he came up with a plan.
And what plan is that?
Garblack built a luxury dreadnought, and he's leaving known space on a 10-year pleasure cruise. Thinks the war will be over when he gets back.
The war is only getting worse. And if it's over in 10 years, I doubt Garblack will like the outcome.
Maybe, but if that's the case, I'd still rather be on a luxury cruiser. Here's the thing, though. Even Garblack can't pay for his ship and supplies in cash. He's auctioning off seats. Thousands of them.
So, anyone with the money can escape the war with him.
The ticket prices are crazy. Half the galaxy wants out, but only kingpins and big shots can afford it. Think, Captain. How much would you pay to hang up those blasters and join a 10-year pleasure cruise?
Leaving everything to jump on a ship full of Hutts and gutless corporate honchos? Not my style.
Maybe, but think. And what about your crew? Would they agree?
What's your pitch, Beryl?
I've got a lead on 24 tickets stolen by pirates and stowed on Rishi. I can sell them for 10 times what they're worth. We steal the tickets, we split the profits, we can even keep a few ourselves.
Haven't run a heist like this since that Imperial Treasury ship. So where are the tickets now?
That's the tricky part. These pirates have cargo stowed all over, and there's no way we can search it all. But I've sliced into their cargo droid registry. If you make it look like there's a raid on their property, blow things up.
Then they'll send a droid to make sure the tickets are safe.
Exactly. I'll tell you where the droid is heading, and you just grab the tickets first.
Blow things up, watch the droids, steal the tickets. Not a problem.
You forgot the last part. Get rich. Captain, did you get them?
Got 'em. 24 tickets to Garblack's luxury dreadnought.
That's our way out. No more running from Imp warships or Republic customs. Hey! Wait! Damn it!
Don't tell me those things are fake.
Oh, they're real. They're just designated for Deck 7, non-humanoids and ammonia breathers only. We can sell them no problem, but we're not going anywhere.
I know you wanted to get out. Find somewhere safe. You probably deserve that pleasure cruise. But you'll be okay.
You're one to talk. You could have gotten out ages ago if you wanted. You've lost more credits than I'll ever earn. I'm sorry, tell me something. Why are you still here? Why keep fighting?
You know why. For all its faults, the Republic is the best hope we've got. I'm doing something good. And I won't abandon the people who rely on me.
Blast. I can actually understand that.
Sorry to disappoint.
Thanks for being honest. Anyway, we can always rely on money. Something to remember next scheme.
It's not a way out, but if you want more than money, I know plenty of people who could use a smart captain and a fast ship. Doesn't have to be privateer work. The Supreme Chancellor owes me a few favors.
Are you trying to make a hero out of me?
Just trying to get you out of my hair.
I'm not desperate for work, but for the right kind of job, yeah. All right, you got a deal.
Now about those tickets.
I'll keep my end of the bargain and you'll get your cut. Plenty of rich huts in Arcona out there. Too bad the only people who can afford tickets don't really need them. The ones who've already got gangs and armies for protection.
There are non-humanoids and ammonia breathers out there who could use an escape. Folks hit hard by the conflict.
Yes, there are.
Ortolans, watching their home on Hoth turn into a battleground. Refugees on Nar Shaddaa.
I think I can find a few dozen worthy candidates. But we're not getting rich today.
Never figured we were.
Me neither. I'm glad. I should get going. If I'm really going to start working for the Republic, I've got a few messes to clean up first.
I know the drill. I'll see you around, Beryl Thorne.
Take care of yourself, Captain. And get back to saving the galaxy. For all of us who are stuck here.
I take it you're the one they call Torch.
Shay Visla. That little nickname the locals came up with. Hell if I know why.
You recently had a falling out with the Revenites and the Nova Blades? Think you could help me out?
Could? Yes. But will I? Do I want to? Tell you what. Instead of whatever grand gesture of cooperation you thought might happen here, why don't we try something a little different? Been a while since I had a decent challenge. I'm taking this opportunity to show my clan how it's done.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Been a while since someone's given me a fight like that. You should be proud.
You're telling me this was all just a fun little sparring match for you?
Well, me, my clan, and our beasts. So I wouldn't call it little, really. Now then. I'd say you earned some answers. It was the Revenites you were asking about, right? We were the ones who hooked them up with the Nova Blades. Even helped them win a scrap or two. Once they started the secret manipulating all-out war nonsense, I pulled us out. I've had my fill of war.
Did the Revenites tell you anything else about their plans?
Afraid not. I do know they've got a whole fleet of warships tucked away somewhere on this planet. Never gave me any real details or coordinates, but they're here. If you want to find them and smash them up, more power to you. I liked this place a lot better before they showed up.
Want to hand over a ride to replace the one you shot down?
Plenty of speeders around this place. Take whichever you want. Let's get you patched up, Vode. I've been going too easy on you.
We can't afford to be so reckless, Jakaro. Losing Theron is bad enough. What if we lost you too?
Now, everyone, stay calm. Queen Lena of Onderon once faced a similar predicament, and her solution was quite creative.
Shut up, droid!
What's going on? Where's Theron?
He was captured. The Nova Blades data listed a Revanite safe house here in town, and when we tried to investigate... Theron is the only one the Revanites saw. They may not know about the rest of us. If so, we need to maintain that advantage.
Between the two of you, there was no hope of rescuing him? I don't buy that for a second.
That's not the point. Whether we saved him or not, the attempt would have revealed us to the enemy, and then we'd be running now instead of completing our mission.
I really think you're all much too worried. They took him alive. That's a good sign. They're probably just torturing him a bit. Maybe doing some interrogation, where he could tell them about us. Oh no.
That won't be an issue. Theron has several discrete implants to help him ignore pain and chemical manipulation.
What if Revan or one of his followers used the Force? Couldn't they read his mind?
I've never been able to... Yes, I've tried. I'm sure it's no surprise. Theron's mind is highly ordered, very resolute, probably due to his childhood training by the Jedi. He'll keep our secrets, and we will rescue him. But right now, we need to focus and think it all through, just like he would.
I trusted Theron. I don't trust you.
Trust that I want to defeat the Revanites just as badly as you do. Now, what did you learn from the Mandalorians?
Revan has a hidden fleet here on Rishi. He's preparing for some kind of battle.
A hidden fleet. Pirates altering shipping lanes. That's it. They aren't just affecting the shipping lanes, they're also changing Imperial and Republic patrol paths.
Revan is trying to draw them into a battle.
Here, over Rishi. With his own ships in the mix, both fleets could be devastated.
That must be his goal. Weakening both sides so he can make his own play.
We have to find some way to interfere.
I know where to find them! After they caught Theron, I intercepted their transmissions. After that, triangulating their base was a simple calculation. I completed it almost 87 seconds ago. They're on a small island not far from here. The native Rishi have a trading village on the same island. I'm sure they'd give us comfortable lodging.
Then let's go.
We need to clean up any trail we might have left here. You go on, we'll meet you shortly.
Oh, I used to love cleaning.
Greetings. We watched you fighting on the beach. The other off-worlders were very unkind. We are much friendlier. Have you come to trade? Do you need lodgings? Outsiders are always welcome here.
You seem a little too friendly to be believed.
We've been told our ways are strange, but we don't see why that should be so. Shouldn't everyone be kind to neighbors and guests? An entirely new off-worlder. We've never encountered your language. Please, speak more.
Oh, there's no need for that, I assure you. I can speak quite well for both of us. Allow me to introduce...
The second head speaks too. I assumed it was decorative. How fascinating.
You mentioned the other off-worlders earlier, the ones who attacked me. What do you know about them?
We don't know much. I'm afraid they usually avoid us. It seems a little rude, but we know that our ways are different. They have some camps on the island. They wear different colors, dark in one, light in the other, but they all work together, like you.
Revanites. Some from the Republic, some from the Empire.
I think you're right. I'm still going over the data Theron decoded from the Nova Blades. Go to those camps and interfere any way you can.
I got this. All I need are some stilts and a giant Revan mask.
Please feel free to take a more direct approach as well.
All right, you're here. You got us. Who in blazes are you, anyway?
Let's just say I enjoy exercising the freedoms the Republic provides.
The Republic is nothing but a tapestry of lies. Revan has shown us that. We've sworn to overthrow the governments who've kept the galaxy divided for so long. To end this war. How can you possibly justify standing in our way?
You're betraying your own people and getting a lot of them killed in the process. Why? Because some crazy guy in a mask said to?
Revan sees through the lies. He knows how to save the galaxy.
From what? War? Revan's been fighting this war for centuries. He's obsessed with it. This guy says he's going to save us all, but he's manipulating and killing an awful lot of people along the way. Will there be anyone left to save when he's done?
I don't know. What do you want from me? Huh? Why are you saying all of this?
You can help me stop this madness before anyone else gets hurt. There's another camp nearby. Help me break up their forces. The less support Revan has, the less damage he can do.
The former Imperials. You really are crazy. You know what? I'm in. Anyone else? We've got your back, Cap. Be just like old times. You give us a signal, we'll charge in with everything we've got.
Glad to hear it.
Tell me your name. I like to know who I'm about to kill.
Captain Milinek.
Don't be ridiculous. I know the man. He's... Ah. Changing sides again, Captain? I always knew you were too weak to carry our fight to its end.
Insults make for hollow last words, Ivris.
It's over. There's no point in more fighting.
No, I suppose not.
We'll keep them under watch and hold down the camp. We can fake the security check-in so no one notices, at least for a while. Also, we got something interesting out of one of the Sith guards. Here, coordinates for the bunker where your pal Theron's being held.
Good work.
Thanks. Good luck to you.
You're back. The Rishi told us about some disturbances in the camps.
I dealt with them both. Theron is being held in another Revanite stronghold nearby. Do we know anything about it?
The Valley facility? We just learned about it ourselves. The Rishi tell us there are quite a few starships hidden in the vicinity.
Revan's fleet.
Precisely. And according to the Nova Blade's data logs, his plan is moving swiftly. Fleets from the Empire and Republic are approaching as we speak. These aren't just small patrol groups. Both navies have gathered their most powerful warships. They're being overseen directly by Darth Mar and Satil Shan.
I wouldn't normally turn down a VIP party, but this one's going to get even uglier than we thought. What do we know about the Revanite facility?
It seems to be their primary operating center on Rishi. Heavy security with only one clear path of approach. You'll have to attack straight on if we're to have any hope of rescuing Theron and stopping this fleet battle.
Then that's what I'll do.
We'll assist you any way that we can. Good luck. And in. Theron's toys make all of this slicing much simpler than I'd imagined.
Can you find any hard data on his location?
Let's see. Here we are. Recorded interrogation sessions. Coordinates are included. I'll forward them along.
What about Revan?
No information either way. I'd advise caution.
Another pointless attack.
Where's Theron?
He and I have had some interesting conversations. My own flesh and blood, completely blind to the sacrifices I've made. I've struggled for centuries to preserve the galaxy, To protect future generations from the most destructive evil that's ever existed. How can none of you see this?
I will tear this place to the ground if I have to. Where is Theron?
Not far, it seems.
You're here. Come on, we have to go. Now.
Theron?
Escaped all on your own. I hoped I would have more time to make you see.
He's got a signal jammer that's blocking all Starship communications in the Rishi system. The fleets will come out of hyperspace practically on top of each other. No coordination, saboteurs in every crew. It'll be a massacre.
And at last, the board will be cleared of distractions.
Self-destruct sequence. Come on, we've got to go.
Look out!
Hello? Is everyone all right?
Lana, you shut down the self-destruct?
I'm beginning to get the hang of this slicing business.
I've created a monster.
You should hurry back. The Republic and Imperial fleets will be arriving very soon.
Wasn't planning on staying anyway.
I'll meet you there. Need to grab a few things on the way out. Attacking from the air is pointless. The anti-air defenses are much too thick.
I'm afraid of them, doesn't that count? What are our other options?
I think a surface attack is our only real shot at taking the jammer down.
Leave that to me.
Perfect. We'll arrange transportation for you.
You've got to move fast. The fleets are going to be dropping out of hyperspace any second now. The longer we take, the more we'll lose.
You don't sound good, Theron. Shouldn't you be in a Kolto tank instead of planning missions?
Probably, but there's no time. I need to finish slicing the last of these Nova Blade files. They have data on every ship with Revanite infiltrators aboard. As soon as the jamming clears, we'll have to broadcast everything we've got to convince the fleets to cease fire and lock up the Revanites and their crews. One last thing since Lana stepped out. Watch your back. I'm starting to think my little visit to the Revanites might have been her idea.
You think she's working for the Revanites?
No, but I don't think she's putting all her cards on the table either. Just stay alert, all right?
Don't worry about me. I never fell for that friendly Sith act in the first place.
I didn't think I had either. Good luck out there.
Sending out the files now.
Republic fleet, come in. Do you read me?
Flagship Dauntless here, patching you through to the command deck.
This is Satil Shan. Do we have you to thank for shutting down that jammer?
That, and a whole lot more.
There are traitors hiding on every ship in your fleet. The Imperial ships, too. They're manipulating the battle from both sides.
I'm transmitting the traitors' names now. They're part of a cult. The Order of Revan.
Revan? But he was killed.
Apparently it didn't take.
All ships cease fire. Open a channel to the Imperial Commander.
I've been listening. As ruses go, this is quite creative.
It's the truth. Round up the people from Theron's list and see for yourself.
And if you're correct, what do you propose?
A meeting, face-to-face, on neutral ground.
There's a town on the surface, Raiders Cove. We'll send coordinates for the meeting spot.
Very well.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Would anyone like some refreshments? We have several fine beverages available.
No, thank you. I'm fine.
All right. Off to a good start.
What's with all the sour faces? Did somebody start a war or something?
Not helping.
The Revanite ships have all been scattered, captured, or destroyed. Their accomplices aboard our vessels are in chains. You found a threat, and given us the means to root it out. Separately, what do we have to discuss?
Revan is still alive, my lord, and his plans don't stop here.
The Emperor's not dead. Revan thinks he can fix that, but he's wrong, isn't he?
No one person, not even Revan, can truly destroy the Emperor.
Revan isn't exactly alone in this. We've stopped a lot of his followers, but who knows how many more he's got.
It doesn't matter. They will fail, and we will all suffer for it. The Emperor's current state is nebulous, incorporeal. To strike at him, Revan will first have to return him to a physical form.
Which is exactly what the Emperor wants.
He will destroy Revan, then move on to the rest of us. In time, he will consume all life in the galaxy.
You knew that was his goal and still followed him?
I only learned of his true plans recently, and I am no more interested in being fuel for his insanity than you are.
We have to stop this. Intercept Revan before he can restore the Emperor's form.
The Emperor's hideaway is a secret, even to the Dark Council.
The fourth moon of Yavin. That's where we'll find Revan. He wanted me to join him there. Never said I couldn't bring a few friends.
According to our data, he still has extensive forces at his disposal. We would stand a better chance of overcoming them together. No matter what evidence I present, I doubt the Supreme Chancellor will agree to any kind of alliance or truce.
Neither will the Dark Council, but my ships and the soldiers aboard them are loyal to me.
I can convince my troops to maintain a truce. They've seen Revan's threat firsthand.
Next stop, Yavin 4.
Very well.
Theron.
We can talk on the way to Yavin. I have some business to finish here.
Thank you for your help. All of you. This can't have been easy. The conspiracy is finally exposed. We've been hiding our actions from our allies for so long, it's a relief to have everything in the open.
So we can talk about how you threw me to the wolves now?
I made a calculated strategic decision, and it worked, as we can all see now.
And if you had talked to me about it, I would have volunteered, but you didn't even give me a choice.
We couldn't risk the Revanites knowing that your capture was a ploy. You had to be in the dark for the plan to work.
Theron had a right to know the danger he was going into, Lana. You should never have hidden the truth from him, or the rest of us.
The ends have clearly justified the means. Personal feelings are irrelevant next to that. I think it's time we moved on. Yavin is a long way from here.
Agreed. Let's get moving.
I'll see you there.
Safe travels!